My dear child, if you are the odd one out, so be it. Don't be ashamed for having different views and interests. Don't bring yourself down because the world differently. Don't be using pressure to lead a life that is not yours to begin with. There is room for being who you are. Always, you have every right to claim your space because it belongs to you and no one else, except there are parts of you people may not always understand. But that it is not your responsibility to please what people demand. For more than half our lives, we are taught to follow. So, for once, take the lead, be a leader of what has always been yours since the start. My child, know that. You may think what you think is the best for you, and you may plan a lot of things to achieve them. Sometimes your plans may work out, sometimes your plans may make you think it is a waste of time because of the time it is taking. Sometimes the plan may not work in the way you think, but it will end up with a new blessing you never thought you would get. So, if you did not get what you think you needed, do not be an excuse about it. Instead, pray about it to me and have a faith in me. And remember, I have a plan for you. Trust me, I know what I'm doing in my life. You will know when you get the blessing that I have planned for you. Then you will know everything that you have gone through or happened in your life was worth it. Remember the one who has sent you, the one who has started something in your life has a plan especially for you. You only need to have a faith in me. Remember, I am your father and you are my child and I love you. My child, know that. Wait on me and I will renew your strength. You will soar on wings like eagles and you will run and not grow weary. You will walk and not be faint. Wait on me patiently, and I have the best blessings for you than your expectation. So trust in me and wait on me, and I will never fail you. You don't want to get hurt once again, so you build walls around yourself. You stay away from anything that resembles love because love means hope and hope has always lead you down the same path of disappointment. It is good to be productive of your feelings, but don't let the past keep you from the joy and comfort of new relationships. Love is always a risk. It requires you to step out of your shell, beyond your walls, and it is true that there is no guarantee if your heart will get broken or not. But give people a chance. Give yourself a fresh chance at love, and if you feel a connection with someone, you owe it to yourself to explore what it could be. Maybe it does not work out, but at least you get to have the knowledge that you give it to a shot, that instead of letting you past hold you back, you choose to be brave and love. My child, know that when we can't see a way, God can. We get in these situations that are so dark and confusing and stressful. We get advice, hear the words, read, research, but there are times where we still can't see how this is going to work out. Remember, with God, all things are possible. He sees, He can see how it is going to work out, and we can trust. It is a good place to be, not being able to see, and it is a place of surrender. It is where we operate on trust and faith in a good God that is so much bigger than us, and we can't see, we can. Amen. Whatever you need to manifest the next level of your dream is already on the way. Believe it before you see it. Move forward in full faith that everything will work out in your favor. Divine miracles are taking place to bring you face to face with your highest potential in life. Keep climbing and enjoy the frequent resting places on your journey along the path. The thoughts you think and the feelings you emit dictate what you attract. My child, know that. Day by day, it seems like nothing really changes, and it seems like you are sacrificing so much of your time and energy. But staying in the same exact place, and it is not until you look back at where you started that you realize just how far you have come, just how much you have grown. Every late night, every tear, and every panic attack, the dark circles under your eyes, the self doubt and self criticism along the way, and all worth it to finally see just how far you have come. And if you can't see it just yet, don't stop now. It is just a beginning, and beginnings are beautiful, not because they are easy, but because they are full of hope. Hard work, possibility, opportunity, and anticipation of everything to come. Enjoy your single life, focus on you and your relationship with God, and you do not need to be on any apps or going places you know you have no business going to. When the time is right, God will make it happen. God does not need your help when it comes to meeting the one. Focus on your purpose, and the right one will come your way, and when you least expect it. When you feel like giving up, when you feel like settling, remember that the best things take time. And if you want, God is best, so wait. Many times it is not you. You may be ready, but the person God has for you is not. Let God work so that when it's time, it is true, whole, and healed. Individuals coming together to become one. My child, know that. Do you believe in you? No one's perfect, but you need to believe in yourself and what you have to offer. You come to this earth with a purpose to fulfill the God news is that you know what you want, and on some level, you know how to get it. The not so good news is there are a few unresolved self worth questions that need to be answered first before, and you can start to create the life you know is waiting for you. Some of you may have come to a bit of standstill in your life, and this is because until you let go and allow things to shift in a different direction, things cannot move forward. Being real is the key here. Some of you may be holding back from expressing yourself out of fear of losing or upsetting someone around you, tiptoeing around others, trying not to upset them, or holding back your gifts, talents, and potentials. You may be afraid of being judged or mistreated because you are different, or even because you are following the call of your soul. Don't pretend for appearance sake, and you are growing at a rapid pace, and because of this, you may notice resistance to these changes from those in your immediate environment. The Holy Spirit is coming to you today to remind you that you can't lose anything that was yours to begin with. You are more than allowed and encouraged to be your real self, and this feeling of fear, loss, or being alone is an illusion. Even if certain relationship situations, partnerships, or even jobs come to an end, and it is not the end. It is only the beginning. At an age where people pretend to lead a perfect life, and there is nothing more impressive than true authenticity. You are amazing. Be unapologetically bold this week. You never have to apologize for your strength and how it scares people. Continue to keep a calm heart, a lit soul, and positive thoughts. Stay motivated and be proud of your new start. Not everyone is brave enough to even attempt one. Be yourself and love yourself. Self care is not always bubble, bath, and wine. It is also setting boundaries, having those difficult conversations, and letting go of the past. Detox your entire life, clean your body, mind, and soul, your house, your car, your phone. Get everything in alignment. Stay humble, stay kind, and stay blessed. So, my child, know that you distance yourself from the people that make you feel like you are not good enough. You know deep down in your heart if someone is not good for you, so live your truth. You slowly stop comparing yourself to others. Everyone has their own journey, and you could be comparing your life to someone you know nothing about. Live your own life at your own pace. Live life on your own terms. You learn how to be kind to yourself and don't put yourself down. Don't let one negative thought become the way you feel about yourself. Try your very best to turn a negative into a positive and watch how quickly your mindset can change. You take care of yourself, go for more walks or find something that you enjoy and something that makes you feel good about yourself. Something that makes you come home to yourself and try and do it a few times a week. Try to turn toxic habits into new ones that are good for you and your mind. You start to deeply think about the people you spend time with. Are they toxic? Do they bring you down? Do you feel like you are worth more than the way they make you feel? And it might be time to evaluate the kind of people you are surrounding yourself with and align yourself with people that lift you up and appreciate you. You unfollow people on social media that make you feel like you need to look a certain way or you are constantly comparing yourself to. It is not weak, it is called self preservation and it is powerful, and you learn how to stand up for yourself. Take control of situation when you feel like you are being taken advantage of, and it might be uncomfortable at first, but once you start to stand up for yourself, you will learn to respect yourself so much more over time, and you understand that loving yourself is a process. It is not going to happen overnight. Be patient with yourself and give yourself the time you need to heal and grow to love who you are on the inside and on the outside. Don't let anyone stand in the way of the person you are becoming. My child, know that sometimes unhappiness feels so permanent that almost everything else feels hypothetical. The existence of happiness, the essence of love, the warmth of hope, the beauty of magic, the idea of faith, the wonders of courage, the memory of peace and everything. But it is only when unhappiness builds itself a shelter that we realize how much we crave being happy and how much we crave being home. Besides, I don't think pain has an entity of its own. I think it's a parasite that feeds on the absence of healing, just like hate feeds on the absence of love and destruction on the absence of hope. My child, know that if you are in a season of growth, keep growing. If you are in a season of lessons, keep learning. And if you are in a season of trial and error, keep trying, because the growth you do within yourself will be yours forever, and the wisdom gained from you, introspection will be too. The truth you uncover about who you are and what you really desire, they will guide and carry you forward. If life has handed you an opportunity to change, hope you take it. We are not challenged for no reason. We are not tested for nothing. We are given chances to prove our own self-trust, to show ourselves that we are ready to live. One day all that troubles you now will be a memory of the past, and then it will eventually fade away altogether. One day you will think of the thing that consumes you right now for the very last time, and this will pass. But what you learn through healing yourself, comforting yourself, changing yourself, loving yourself, showing up for yourself, challenging yourself and becoming yourself, that will stay with you always, and that is what you have to remember. My child, know that you are protected, beloved. Spirit wants you to know that you are safe to continue launching ahead into your new life. Release focusing on fears and triggers and keep moving forward. Trust the plan, and that is bringing you to loving, intimate connections. Don't turn your back away from Spirit bringing you a lot of blessings, and it may not be what the ego wanted. However, it is what God has for you. It is time to spread your arms wide open and receive the guidance, showing you the way to have victory and success in your life. Because no matter what day or time of the year, you deserve to feel love and inner peace. You deserve to be recognized for all that you have been through and all that you do for everyone else. You deserve to have the breakthrough you have been craving and the clarity you have been seeking. You deserve to feel fully alive and so consumed by the electricity of life and it is beating heart and pulse. You deserve to be reminded that even though life can be tough at times, most of the times, there is so much love and joy yet to fully emerge and bloom. My child, know that one of the greatest challenges in this human life is to continuously let go of the old and familiar, and the human ego feels safe in the familiar no matter how toxic it is. It finds ways to stay in a loop and you keep running in circles. There is a huge fear of unknown that is at the core of this attachment to the familiar. And when you are in the familiar, everything is fixed, the ego feels more in control. But when it comes to the unfamiliar, it can't know anything about it unless you choose to break the loop. And whenever there is a slight change in the familiar, you may start feeling strange and you may even feel a bit sad. When you are on the journey of self growth, you can't remain in the familiar forever, and you will have to keep letting go of the old to discover yourself in new ways. Don't stay stuck in the familiar when it's time. Let it go, growth happens in the unknown. My child, know that when limited thoughts appear, you affirm that they have no power over you, and you believe these negative thoughts do not appear to test you. There is no temptation in our mind, and the negative comes up in order for you to destroy them, and you give the doubts no power and they fade away. You are not afraid of them, you are not backsliding. These negatives have been years accumulating in your subjective. Be, but that does not mean it will take years to get rid of them. A person may take years getting sick, but can be healed instantaneously. It takes longer to construct a building than it does to demolish it with the wrecking ball. Your word acts swiftly as your commitment, your new discovery is completed, and your results in treatment can be phenomenal. You learn to think from the creative level, your self awareness governs you, and you are caused to your world of experience. Your mind power is supreme. You heal yourself of unbelief. Your poise can establish mental stability. You can get rid of indecision and earn certainty. You break the habit through your use of mental law of picking on yourself and others. Any thoughts or feeling can be changed, and any situations can be rendered harmless. Mind knows no obstructions, it knows only to be what it thinks and wants to be, and this stand by you produces the power, and you are unlimited mind. You are in your experience what you are conscious of being, and the whole universe is yours, but you can appropriate only according to your consciousness. All things that the Father heart are mine, but it is obvious that you can actually have only that of which you are conscious. From this, you can see that you should treat not merely for what you want, but for the consciousness of being what you want. You live in a world of great beauty, and you can become conscious of this. Limitless abundance is yours, and you can become conscious of what you want. Consciousness identifies with your good and makes it part of your being. Infinite mind knows no limitation and manifests according to the law of consciousness, and you are limited by your beliefs, but you are not limited by principle. Your potentials are inexhaustible, but your consciousness is the determining factor. You have a little or a lot, and the infinite does not care and does not restrict. Bigness brings consciousness forth, smallness contracts, and you are big. My child, know that. Quiet depression sometimes looks like the dishes still are not done, and the laundry has not been started. Dinner was not cooked and probably would not be. The house has not been cleaned. The checklist of things to do goes uncrossed until tomorrow, and it is the dog that holds you accountable and the only reason you went outside today. And even though you slept in, you are still so tired, and when you think of what you achieved, just making it through a stressful workday feels like something really big. All the while, everything has been so quiet the whole day. Quiet depression sometimes sounds like, and the vow says the on the computer meeting you hope don't call on you. The TV in the background, the toaster dinging, the doorbell ringing, the door snoring, the cars honking, and the text you have not answered. The construction workers working, and all the while it is both quiet and loud in your world. Quiet depression is loudest thing, and you hear are the negative voices in your own head that don't meet a bad mental health day with empathy but judgment. Saying things like you're lazy, unmotivated, irresponsible. Everyone is happier, more successful, and more normal than you. All of this happening behind closed doors no one can see because you are the only one there. If you have ever felt this way, know this: if the only thing you achieved today was getting through it, be proud of yourself for that. Rest when you need to, even if it feels like resting is all and you have been doing lately. Counter every negative thought with this is not how I normally I am, and it is okay to be in this place for a moment. You don't owe anyone, including yourself, an explanation for how you are acting or why. Just do what you have to get through this. My child, know that allowing ourselves to be emotionally intimate with one another is how we build long lasting connections. Allowing ourselves to be and to be seen for who we are, and I know that many of us struggle with just that. I know that I did not feel lovable as I am, so I disregarded my needs and desires. I used to think nobody cares about me or what I think, so I would always keep it short and shallow. I did not think anybody cared to know me, and it hurts feeling that way, but I was so used to it, and it was not until I confronted that part within me that I decided to rebel against it. Loving myself to me was an act of rebellion. I decided to love me and put me first, and it felt selfish and weird at first. But it became natural with time. I realized that, as click as it sounds, loving ourselves is the catalyst to changing our lives. We more differently when we love ourselves, and we show up in connections differently when we love and validate ourselves. My child, know that your inner dialogue will shape your next few days, months, and years, and your thoughts will shape your ideas. Your ideas into desire, your desires into action, and your action into results. I hope you recognize that your thoughts can lead you to a chain of events that can take you closer to whatever it is you want to be. Your inner dialogue helps construct passages that either spring your feet into action or hold you stationary in the life you have built. If you are unhappy with life, with where you live, you are with what you do to earn, or with the environments you inhale and exhale in, you must begin by changing your inner dialogue. Your internal dialogue will build ramps connecting you to your desired destination, and it will ignite fire and force in you, giving you the courage to leap forward. It will help you create a fallback plan if things don't work out as you hope, and your inner dialogue can either build a mountain or drop you into the depth of an ocean. You change your life by changing your internal dialogue to one that is one grateful, forgiving, optimistic, and passionate. You change your life by changing your consent commentaries about yourself and the world around you. You change your life by changing the quality of your thoughts. You change your life by being the master of your mind. My child, know that. All the music in our souls can be heard by the universe. Wow, this is such an intense and wonderful message tonight. An angel surrounds you with her wings of lights. As you see on this card, she is here to remind you that there is more to life than your achievements, degrees, and positions. She wants to help you reconnect with your true nature and rediscover a healthier, more sensitive, and loving you. Your soul is full of infinite light, beauty, and creative energy. Open your eyes and soul and be aware of your spiritual nature, connecting you to your true nature and experiencing a greater sense of fulfillment and purpose. Connecting with your true essence is a profound and sacred experience, as you may feel overwhelmed by joy at times. Let every feeling surface and express all you are feeling. Through this process of reconnecting and rediscovering the real you, life and all your surroundings are transforming in the most positive way. My child, know that I don't want to choose self love if you and I don't work out or fall in love with me cause we fell out of love or became passionate about a career cause we lost our passion for each other. I want to win over both loves, not replace one with another, and I would not fill the gap in my heart. If you break it, even if I could, I don't want to cause it belongs to you. When relationship fails, we try to replace that failed love with our willingness to love ourselves, and we try to determine the priority, which love comes first. If I fail in the discovery of self love, I don't want to knock at your door, and I want to try again to find what makes me alive. If growing up is all about taking responsibility, then I want to be responsible for loving you, give you the love which you deserve from me. And if loving ourselves is our responsibility, then taking care of our loved one's smile is also. I will fly high and own the sky, but when I would come down, I will sleep on your lap, and all birds choose their sky and nest, and so would I. My child, know that. I hope this month treats you well. I hope whatever is going on in your life causing you anxiety and stress is all alleviated. I hope whatever makes you question yourself leads to a breakthrough in your confidence. And I hope whatever keeps you up at night is resolved so that you have a peaceful sleep. I hope you are surprised by something that makes you smile, and I hope you get everything that you wish for. I hope that your heart beats fast and you feel so light up by the spark of your soul within. And I hope you create new memories that will last a lifetime and beyond. I hope you realize that you are loved and you are appreciated and deserve all the good things. My child, know that. What is God like? The Bible's repeated definition is God is love, and the picture of that perfect love is Jesus and His life as we see it in the Gospels. The love you have always wanted is in Jesus Christ. See Jesus' shining face and outstretched hand of love to the poor, the rich people of all ethnic groups, and the healthy and the sick. Little leper in the Bible shows us how easy it is, and he comes up to Jesus. If you wanted, you could heal me. I want to. Jesus smiles big as he touches him and heals him. Faith is not necessarily a great action that people applaud. It can be a suffering request or a shy look. It can come from a heart that feels insecure or ashamed. Faith is the courage to trust God. It is daring to believe that God is loving to everyone, and all the time the King is kind and the Master is meek and merciful. The Lord of all is the true lover you long for. Lord God, show us your lovely face in Jesus. Strengthen us to trust that you are always tender and kind. Bless us to be a blessing to the people around us today. Amen. My child, know that if you have been feeling out of sorts of late, or as if things are a little topsy-turvy, then this message is a clear indication that you need to attend to some healing in your life. The powerful healer coming through today is just what you require, and ask that you open up to receiving and allowing the profound healing to wash through you. If you have still been holding on to some things from your past or hurts, then it is also a time to really try and let them go and let healing unfold around you. Whatever your situation that you are going through, it is important to spend time on you and your own self-care and self-worth. My child, know that. Gives us this very answer. Many times it is not knowing the how that causes so many people to struggle and fail. If you know my story, you know that I have been able to walk a path of purity by staying very close and connected to God rather than run away and hide. I go to Him, invite Him, and have a honest conversation with Him. Lean on Him, lean on Scripture, and that is how you will keep yourself pure, especially in a world that does not value purity. Seek praise and glory from God, not the world. Don't please the world, because when you try to please the world, you start living for the world. And this world is not our home. Our home is heaven. Seek praise from God. Store your treasures up in heaven, not in the world. Store your treasures in heaven, for where your treasures are. Your heart will be also. No, a true Jew is one whose heart is right with God, and true circumcision is not merely obeying the letter of the law, rather, it is a change of heart produced by the Spirit, and a person with a changed heart seeks praise from God, not from people. Don't store up treasures here on earth and where moth eat them and rust destroy them, and where thieves break in and steal. Store your treasures in heaven, where moth and rust cannot destroy, and thieves do not break in and steal. Wherever your treasures is there, the desires of your heart will also be. My child, know that there is no doubt you will be successful, financial freedom, and long term relationship in this life. There is a powerful magnet within you when it comes to work or material relief. The divine here is bringing a good message. You can't run from a situation, but you can't rush push the flow either, and you have learned your lessons when it comes to material relief. Now it's your time to connect with your own energy heart. Don't to attach with your own logic because you need to balancing both. In work, business, job, you don't need to overdo it, but instead hold still and steady. Go within the energy and you will see everything. You see what need to be see how it's time to fight and take the action. Stop to self-sabotage your relationship or yourself. If you are in a relationship, this is a true love connection, and you and your person are holding so much more power than what it looks like. The support, respect, love, passion are unconditional, and you are like yin and yang together, filled and complete each other. Someone is getting told to not play around with your potential, and these messages are asking to spend time and balancing work and love life. To straighten this relationship, someone has been very busy in their life and lack of self-discipline. Organize 2 days and you will be proud. This connection is protected at all cost. My child, know that. Only through one door can that which you seek pass into the world of manifestation. I am the door, your consciousness is the door. So you must become conscious of being and having that which you desire to be and to have any attempt to realize your desires in way other than through the door of consciousness makes you a thief and a robber unto yourself. Any expression that is not felt is unnatural before anything appears. God, I am feel itself to be the thing desired, and then the thing felt appears. It is resurrected, lifted out of the nothingness. You are an eternal dreamer, dreaming non eternal dreams. Your dreams take from, as you assume, the feeling of their reality. Do not limit yourself to the past, knowing that nothing is impossible to consciousness. Begin to imagine states beyond the experiences of the past, whatever the mind of man. can imagine, man can realize. All objective states were first subjective states, and you call them into visible by assuming the feeling of their reality. The creative process is first imagining and then believing the state imagined. Always imagine and expect the best. Dear someone, know that you can no more convince me of not deserving love, of not being able to be enough. I was enough all along the way, and actually more than enough. I have stepped on fires, but through it confused myself. What is more pathetic is I was never bothered about it too. For ages I used numerous color, pattern and alluring linens over the most awful wounds, anticipating for it to encrust. I so hoped someone would have held a mirror up, pushed my face into it, and turned on the lights so that I would have seen myself through my eyes solely. In a way, failure has been rubbed from my dictionary. I rather call it experience. And as the hour ends, I am happy and whole contented, knowing of all the experience I have gathered, and too in no time. I have learned to embrace instability, foolish and yet work on them. Not to wipe off but to improve them, for I know they say invariably for me to wear them wherever I go, whoever I became, and whatever I do, and whosoever comes in. Dear someone, know that I am all about emotional intimacy. Deep conversations lights me up, showing each other the depth of our souls is my favorite place to be, and to feel safe to show each other our scares, insecurities, imperfections, to see you and the real you. I value honesty, vulnerability, and raw communication. I value authentic connection, and that is why it is hard for me to be fake or keep fake connections. And there is nothing beautiful about fully accepting each other as we are. So many of us were sure that they are not lovable as they are. That in order to be loved, they would have to do or be something other than who they truly are. Well, I choose to rebel and just be me. I choose not to cater to everyone else's liking and preference. I choose to fully honor myself and honor you as you are. Type yes if you have faith and trust in God, and if you want your all wishes comes true very soon, type Amen.